Hello everyone, myself Bhavya. I am a third-year law student at Vanasthali Vidyapith. Today we will discuss about constitutional law. So as we are discussing about constitution, we must know what it is. It is the basic law. All the rules, regulations, legislations, ordinances, bylaws are made keeping in mind constitution as the grand norm. Court judgments are also given considering constitution as the supreme law. Now, when we are discussing about constitution, we must be aware of a saying that all constitutions are heirs of the past and testators of the future. What does this statement means? This means that we had certain experiences in the past. Those experiences help us implement and regulate constitution at present. If we talk about future, we test certain things if they are suitable for the society, if they fulfill the needs of the people, if they fulfill the requirements of each and every section of society, they are implemented. So this is basically a test in the society. Now when we talk about Indian Republic, there was no political revolution. Indian constitution was made out of the deliberations and researches of the great eminent representatives of the people who sought to improve the existing administration. Indian constitution was made out of several stages, and the first stage is the coming of Britishers, that is the period of 1600 to 1765. Britishers came to India as traders in the form of East India Company. The company for it secured a charter from Queen Elizabeth in England in the year 1600. The charter vested the management of the company in the hands of 24 members and who were authorized to organize and send trading expeditions to East India. The charter granted to the company a monopoly of trade with the East. It had authority to keep armed naval forces for its security. After this, the charter was granted in the first tense for 15 years. This was terminable after 2 years' notice. It could be renewed if the interest of the people and the crown were not prejudicially affected. Further, fortified with the charter, company started establishing its trading centers at different parts of India. Its first establishment was made at Surat in the year 1612. Its second establishment was made in the year 1639 at Madras, and its third establishment was made in the year 1690 at Mahanadi Delta, Calcutta. So this is how company started expanding itself in India. Now we will discuss about the legislative powers of the company. The Charter of 1601 granted to the company make, ordain bylaws, rules, ordinances for the good governance of the company, but it had limited scope. The legislative power was thus designed to enable the company to regulate its servants. Though limited in scope, it had great historical importance, as it is a germ out of which Anglo-Indian code was germinated. It is how Anglo-Indian code was developed. Now we will discuss about the Charter of 1726. The legislative power was vested in the hands of Court of Directors in England. They were not conversant with the prevailing situations of India. Accordingly, the charter authorized the governor and the council of directors to make constitute bylaws for the good governance of the company and to impose punishments in case of any contravention. These bylaws, rules, ordinances, punishments were to be made contrary to the conditions and not to be reasonable with the English laws, and they were not effective unless they were signed in writing by the court of directors. Further, the charter also established Mayor's Court at Calcutta, Madras, and Bombay, and they introduced English laws into these three presidencies. But the Britishers had not started establishing itself until the second half of the 18th century. They were trading concern only. It was a time when the events of great historical importance took place in the interior of Bengal. It was a period of gradual disintegration of the Mughal Empire. Its last strong emperor was Aurangzeb, who was also dead. After this, the place became a battlefield for all the rivalries. Company started taking advantage of the chaotic situation. So it started establishing itself as the unrivaled master of the Indian subcontinent. So this is how company established itself. Thank you.